What if I told you that the secret to living to 100 is not hidden in expensive supplements, rare superfoods from the Amazon, or some secret diet only billionaires can afford, but in a few simple foods that most people completely ignore every single day? For years, scientists believed that aging was just a slow and unavoidable breakdown of the body. But Nobel Prize-winning research into how our cells repair, protect, and clean themselves completely changed that idea. It revealed something shocking: your body already has powerful survival systems built inside it. The problem is, most of us never switch them on. And here's the twist: these systems are not activated by eating more. They are activated by eating smarter, not more protein shakes, not fancy detox teas, not extreme dieting, but specific everyday foods that quietly reduce inflammation, protect your DNA, feed your gut bacteria, and lower your risk of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and even memory loss. In countries where people regularly live past 95 or even 100, these foods are not trends. They are habits. Boring, simple, consistent. Today, I'll show you the exact daily foods backed by modern longevity science that help your body stay younger at the cellular level. Foods that a Nobel Prize-winning discovery helped us finally understand. And the best part? You don't need to change your entire life. You just need to change what lands on your plate. If you care about living longer, staying sharp, and avoiding hospitals as you age, then watch till the end, because the last food on this list is the most powerful of all. Subscribe to Care and Cure Corner. Your future self will thank you. Your body is not designed to wear out quickly. It is designed to repair, renew, and protect itself every single day, but only when the right signals are present. Inside your cells exists a powerful survival program that scientists discovered controls how quickly damage is cleaned up and how strongly. Your body resists aging. When this system is active, your body shifts from storage mode to repair mode. Old, weak, and malfunctioning cells are removed, inflammation is lowered, and healthier cells replace them. Is not theory. This is real biology, and it is happening right now inside you, whether you activate it or block it. The problem is that most modern diets keep this repair system switched off. Constant snacking, sugar-loaded meals, and heavy refined carbohydrates keep insulin high all day long. High insulin tells your body one thing: store energy, don't repair. So instead of cleansing and rebuilding itself, your body stays busy packing away fat, allowing damaged cells to accumulate quietly. This is how aging accelerates without pain at first, without symptoms, without warning. But when you eat simple whole foods, especially plant-based meals that are rich in fiber and low in refined sugar, something remarkable happens. Blood sugar becomes stable. Insulin levels drop NTLI between meals. And that drop is the signal your cells have been waiting for. It tells them now is the time to clean, repair, and strengthen. Even small changes, like replacing processed snacks with vegetables, legumes, or natural fats, begin activating this internal maintenance system. This is why long-living populations eat meals that look boring to outsiders. Their plates are filled with foods that do not spike blood sugar violently. Their meals are satisfying, slow digesting, and rich in nutrients that support cellular stability. Over decades, this pattern keeps inflammation low and organs functioning efficiently. They are not chasing youth, they are preventing decay. The most powerful part is that this process does not require starvation, extreme fasting, or expensive supplements. It begins with daily food choices that allow your body short, natural breaks between meals so repair can happen. Your body becomes cleaner on the inside, stronger at the cellular level, and more resistant to disease without you feeling like you are on a diet. But here's the danger: activating repair is only half the story. If your gut remains inflamed and your blood sugar unstable, this system weakens again. And there is one everyday food that silently controls both your blood sugar and your gut health at the same time. Ignore it, and everything you just learned becomes less powerful. Eat it daily, and your longevity multiplies. When researchers study the regions where people routinely live into their late 90s and even past 100, one food appears again and again on their plates, quietly and consistently. It is not expensive, it is not fashionable, and it is not promoted by celebrity diets. It is beans. Lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans, and fava beans form the backbone of everyday meals in these long-living communities. The reason is simple. Beans work on multiple survival systems in the body at the same time. They stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, protect the heart, and nourish the gut in a way few foods can match. Beans are packed with slow-digesting carbohydrates and soluble fiber, which means they prevent sharp spikes in blood glucose. This keeps insulin levels steady and protects your blood vessels from long-term damage. High blood sugar silently stiffens arteries, damages nerves, and accelerates aging, but beans act like a natural brake. They slow digestion, control hunger, and create a feeling of fullness that lasts for hours. This is one of the reasons people who eat beans daily naturally maintain healthier body weight without dieting. But the real magic of beans happens in the gut. Their fiber becomes food for beneficial bacteria that live inside your digestive system. These bacteria produce compounds that lower inflammation throughout the entire body, including the brain and heart. Chronic inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of aging and disease, and beans attack it at its root. A healthy gut means stronger immunity, better digestion, improved mood, and even sharper memory as you age. Beans are also rich in plant protein, magnesium, potassium, and antioxidants. These nutrients protect muscle mass, support heart rhythm, and prevent cellular damage caused by oxidative stress. Unlike animal protein that can raise inflammatory markers when eaten excessively, beans deliver protein with protective compounds built in. They strengthen without stressing the system. In long-living cultures, beans are not eaten occasionally. They are eaten daily, sometimes twice a day, in simple forms like soups, stews, and salads. This consistency is what makes them powerful. 1 cup a day can reduce the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and early death more effectively than many medications, but here's the quiet danger. Even if you eat beans every day, their benefits can be weakened if your cooking fats are damaging your arteries. The wrong oils slowly undo the protection beans provide. And there is one simple UID that can either destroy your blood vessels or shield them for decades, depending on what you choose next. The health of your blood vessels quietly decides how long and how well you will live. Every heartbeat sends blood through thousands of miles of arteries, and over time those vessels either stay flexible and open or become stiff, inflamed, and narrowed. This difference alone can determine whether your heart remains strong into old age or becomes vulnerable to silent damage that leads to heart attacks, strokes, and memory decline. What most people never realize is that the type of fat they use every day is shaping this outcome more than almost anything else on their plate. Extra virgin olive oil is not just a source of calories. It is a protective medicine in liquid form. It contains powerful polyphenols that shield the inner lining of your arteries from inflammation and oxidative stress. These compounds act like a natural armor, preventing cholesterol from sticking to vessel LS and stopping tiny injuries inside the arteries from becoming permanent scars. Over time, this keeps your blood flowing smoothly and your heart working with less effort. People who use olive oil daily show lower blood pressure, healthier cholesterol levels, and stronger heart function even decades later. Unlike refined vegetable oils that are damaged by high heat and processing, olive oil remains stable and protective. Many common cooking oils quietly increase inflammation and damage cells when used repeatedly, but olive oil does the opposite. It supports the body's natural repair systems while delivering healthy fats that nourish the brain and nervous system. This is one reason why long-living populations almost completely replace butter and industrial oils with olive oil. Their food is not only nourishing their cells, it is actively defending them. Olive oil also works in harmony with the foods you eat it with. When added to vegetables and legumes, it increases the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and antioxidants. This means your meals become more powerful simply by the oil you choose. A single tablespoon can turn an ordinary plate of food into a protective shield for your heart and brain. But the most overlooked benefit of olive oil is how it quietly reduces chronic inflammation, the kind that slowly weakens organs without pain or warning. This inflammation is the foundation of aging. Lower it, and your body functions younger. Raise it, and aging accelerates. Olive oil gently shifts your body toward healing instead of harm. Yet even with the right oil, your health is not fully protected if the bacteria in your gut are damaged. Without strong gut bacteria, inflammation returns, immunity weakens, and nutrient absorption declines. And there is one category of foods that determines whether your gut becomes your strongest ally or your greatest weakness as you age. Inside your body lives a hidden ecosystem that quietly controls far more than digestion. It influences your immune strength, your mood, your weight, your memory, and even how quickly your cells age. This ecosystem is your gut microbiome, and when it is healthy, your entire body functions like a well-tuned machine. When it is damaged, inflammation rises, immunity weakens, and aging accelerates without obvious symptoms. What most people do not realize is that their daily food choices either nourish this internal army of protective bacteria or slowly wipe it out. Modern diets, filled with processed foods, preservatives, excess sugar, and antibiotics from food sources, destroy beneficial gut bacteria. When these bacteria disappear, harmful microbes take over and release toxins that leak into the bloodstream. This creates silent inflammation that damages organs, fogs the brain, and weakens the heart. You may feel tired, bloated, anxious, or unfocused, but the deeper problem is that your internal defense system is losing its balance. No amount of vitamins can fully fix this if the gut remains unhealthy. Fermented foods act like reinforcements for your microbiome. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, pickled vegetables, and traditionally fermented foods introduce live beneficial bacteria directly into your digestive system. These bacteria rebuild what modern life has destroyed. They strengthen the intestinal lining, improve digestion, and help your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. With a strong gut barrier, fewer toxins enter your bloodstream, which means lower inflammation and slower aging. These beneficial bacteria also communicate directly with your brain through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. They produce compounds that calm the nervous system, improve mood, and sharpen mental clarity. This is why people with healthier guts often show better memory, deeper sleep, and stronger emotional balance as they age. Longevity is not only about living longer, it is about staying mentally clear and emotionally stable. And fermented foods quietly support both. A balanced microbiome also trains your immune system. Nearly 70% of your immune cells are connected to your gut. When good bacteria dominate, your immune responses become stronger and more precise. You fight infections better, heal faster, and reduce your risk of autoimmune diseases. This protection compounds year after year, creating resilience that cannot be replaced by medicine alone. But even a strong gut cannot protect your body if your cells remain exposed to constant oxidative damage. Inflammation may drop, digestion may improve, yet cellular aging will still continue unless you strengthen your body's antioxidant defenses. And there is one tiny food group, often eaten in small handfuls, that determines how well your cells resist this damage. Sometimes the most powerful protection comes in the smallest form. Nuts may look simple, but inside them is a concentration of nutrients that directly guard your cells against early aging and disease. Walnuts, almonds, peanuts, pistachios, and hazelnuts are packed with healthy fats, minerals, plant protein, and antioxidants that work together like a natural defense system. When eaten regularly, they strengthen the heart, stabilize blood sugar, and protect the brain from gradual decline. This is why large population studies consistently show that people who eat a small handful of nuts daily live longer and suffer fewer chronic diseases. One of the greatest threats to longevity is oxidative stress, the slow damage caused by unstable molecules that attack your cells, your DNA, and your organs. This damage accumulates silently for years before showing up as heart disease, cancer, or memory loss. Nuts are rich in vitamin E, polyphenols, and other antioxidants that neutralize this damage before it becomes permanent. They act like microscopic shields, absorbing the impact that would otherwise weaken your body from the inside. Nuts also provide magnesium and potassium, two minerals that are critical for heart rhythm, blood pressure control, and muscle function. Low levels of these minerals increase the risk of arrhythmias, fatigue, and sudden cardiac events. A daily handful of nuts quietly maintains these levels, supporting a strong and steady cardiovascular system. At the same time, their healthy fats improve cholesterol balance by raising protective HDL and lowering harmful LDL, keeping your arteries cleaner and more flexible. Another overlooked benefit of nuts is how they regulate appetite. Their combination of fat, protein, and fiber slows digestion and stabilizes blood sugar, reducing cravings and preventing overeating. This natural control helps maintain a healthy body weight without conscious restriction. Over decades, this becomes a major advantage. Because obesity accelerates nearly every aging process in the body, nuts also nourish the brain. Omega-3 fats in walnuts, in particular, support memory, focus, and emotional stability. Regular consumption has been linked to lower risk of cognitive decline and depression. A sharp mind is just as important as a strong heart when it comes to aging well, and nuts quietly protect both. But even the strongest antioxidant shield is weakened if your body lacks the signals that trigger internal renewal and detoxification. You can protect your cells from damage, yet still age faster if your system never receives the natural stimulation that strengthens it. And there is one group of vegetables that provides this signal, not by comfort, but by gentle challenge. The body does not become stronger only through comfort. It becomes stronger through intelligent challenge. Certain foods send a gentle stress signal that awakens your cells, sharpens your defenses, and forces your body to upgrade its own protection systems. Greens and bitter vegetables are masters of this process. Spinach, arugula, mustard greens, kale, cabbage, broccoli, dandelion greens, and bitter gourd contain powerful plant compounds that activate detoxification pathways in the liver and stimulate cellular renewal. Instead of weakening the body, they train it. Instead of slowing you down, they build resilience at the deepest level. When these vegetables are eaten regularly, your cells begin producing more of their own antioxidants. This is a crucial difference. You are no longer depending only on what you consume. Your body itself becomes a stronger shield. This internal antioxidant production protects DNA, slows cellular breakdown, and reduces the risk of cancer, heart disease, and neurodegeneration. Over time, this creates a body that ages more slowly, not because it is being protected from the outside, but because it has learned how to protect itself from within. Greens are also nutritional powerhouses. They supply magnesium for muscle and nerve function, folate for DNA repair, vitamin K for blood clot control, and chlorophyll for blood purification. These nutrients improve oxygen delivery, stabilize blood pressure, and strengthen bones. They quietly support every system that determines how long you remain physically independent. Aging is not just about how long you live, but how strong you remain while living. And greens protect that strength. Bitter vegetables play an especially important role because their taste directly stimulates digestion. They trigger bile release, enhance fat metabolism, and cleanse the liver more effectively. They also retrain your taste buds. As bitterness becomes familiar, cravings for sugar and processed foods fade. What once felt unpleasant becomes a sign of healing. Your body begins to seek what makes it stronger instead of what makes it comfortable. These vegetables complete the longevity system. They stabilize blood sugar alongside legumes, strengthen arteries alongside healthy oils, support immunity alongside fermented foods, and protect cells alongside nuts. They do not work alone, they complete the circle. When all are present, your body receives every signal it needs to slow aging naturally, but here is the subtle danger. Many people treat greens as optional, something added occasionally rather than daily. Inconsistency weakens their effect. Skipping them for days turns powerful medicine into decoration. Your body responds to repetition, not intention. Without consistency, even the most healing foods lose their influence. And this is where everything quietly points forward. Because longevity is not created by intensity or perfection, but by patterns repeated over years. Miss that truth and even the best knowledge stays powerless. Understand it and your entire future changes one meal at a time. Here's the truth most people never hear. Living to 100 is not about chasing youth. It is about avoiding slow damage. Every day, your body is either quietly repairing itself or quietly breaking down. And that decision is made at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, not in hospitals, not in pharmacies, not in emergency rooms. Beans protect your heart when no one is watching. Olive oil keeps your arteries young while you sleep. Fermented foods train your immune system in silence. Nuts rebuild your cells one handful at a time. Greens strengthen your body at the microscopic level. No fireworks. No miracles overnight. Just quiet, powerful protection, repeated daily. The Nobel Prize winning discovery that changed aging science taught us one thing clearly: your body is not fragile. It is intelligent, it is adaptable, and it is always listening to what you feed it. You don't need perfection. You don't need extreme diets. You don't need fear. You need consistency. Start with one food today, add another tomorrow, and in a year, your blood tests, your energy, your sleep, and your weight will tell the story. Do this for 10 years, and your doctor will be confused. Do this for 30 years, and your grandchildren will call you young. Longevity is not luck. It is built one meal at a time. This is Care and Cure Corner, and your long life starts now.